Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Man, we right back like we left our keys, man. What's going on with it, family? Salute to the family. Shout out to everybody, man, that's taking the time to tune in, man. Welcome to another episode of the Punch Junkie Presents Casually Hardcore, man. Featuring yours truly, Junior the Truth, and the Punch Junkie Chief MMA correspondent, the guy, man. Salute to the family, man. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to tune in. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate it, man. If I had a million tongues, I couldn't tell it all, man. Man, listen. If I had a million tongues, I can't tell it all. Like the old folks say, man, I can't call it, I might spoil it. You feel me? I can't call it, I might spoil it. But salute to you all. Thank you all so much. Once again, this is indeed the Punch Junkie Presents Casually Hardcore. Man, y'all be sure to go check out punchjunkie.com, www.punchjunkie.com, the last place in the world for real fans of the sweet science and slash combat sports, man. But let's not delay anymore, man. Bring in our chief MMA correspondent, man. The guy. Hold on. Where we at? Where we at with this? What are we doing? What is this? I can't. I'm lost now. What's up with it, bro?
What's good with you, bro? How you doing, baby? You good?
Man, I'm good money, man. How you feeling?
Man, hey, we here, man. We here.
Hey, man, we in here. Oh, ho, man. Hold on. That's only right. The guy in the building. The guy in the building. Man, uptown, downtown, man. Real to get paper. Salute to you, Bray. How you feeling though? You all right?
I'm feeling good, big dog. How you doing? You all right?
Man, I'm good money, man. I'm good money, man. Fresh off that soccer field, we got rained out today. I mean, we didn't get rained out. We had to play in the rain. Like it was torrential downfall. You know what I'm saying? We was in there, man. Everything wet, man. Got wet down to my socks. You feel me? Dried off, warming up a little bit. Now we good to go, man. Ready to get locked and loaded. You know what I mean? So
Yes, sir.
I know we want to talk about, well, you don't want to talk about the UFC Fight Night, man, with Gilbert Burns versus Mike Malott, man. We gotta talk about some of it. We gotta talk about some of it, bro. What you think about this card?
We gonna talk about the main event.
All right, man. What? Come on, bro. All right, bro.
The
All
crowd's
right.
gonna be bananas. It's in Winnipeg, and so it's not at the Apex, so it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be in Winnipeg,
Mm-hmm.
Canada tonight. So it's going to be nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like the crowd is going to be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I looked up and down the card, man. I tried to see what I wanted to talk about. I couldn't do. We ain't gonna fake that on Casually Hardcore. That's what we not gonna do. You know what I'm saying, man?
So, are there any? That's not a fair question. I was gonna ask, is there anything competitive? Because even if they're competitive matchups, that still doesn't make them intriguing, right?
Bro, I tried to, bro. I wanted to talk about the card, dog. I'm the hardcore guy on this
Yeah,
team. You know what I'm saying? So I was
yeah.
trying to talk about the card, bro. I looked up and down the card, man. I couldn't see that, man. And it might be like that next week with the fight card next week with Aljamain too. It might be like that too.
Man, what you got on the main event?
We got Gilbert Burns versus proper Mike Malott. That might be my new favorite nickname in MMA right now. Proper Mike
Proper,
Malott.
proper.
So look, man. So Gilbert Burns, man. Gilbert Burns was rolling. Uh, right before the pandemic, during the pandemic, actually got a title shot versus Kamaru Usman back then, man. So he was rolling, man. Came up from lightweight to welterweight and was doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Moving and grooving. But I think over the last 4 fights, he might be 0 for 4, man. I know he lost to Bilal Muhammad, Sean Brady, and Morales. Morales is a bad boy too, man. I'm missing that fourth dude. They all like in title contention, though. They all in title contention. So he didn't lose no suckers at all.
Mm-hmm.
He lost a bunch of bad boys. Sean Brady's like number 3, in the top 5. Bilal Muhammad was the former champion. My bad dang, it was Jack Maddalena, JDM. That's who he lost to. And JDM was actually the champion. So he's lost to 2 welterweight champions in the last 2 or 3 years. Lost to Sean Brady, who's definitely a contender, and then lost to Morales, who probably should be next up for a title shot, or at least a number 1 contender fight, man, or title eliminator should be a part of one of those. So, but I think this one I'm changing the guards, man. I think this is what we keep seeing on Fight Night, man. We seen this about 2 or 3 weeks ago with Israel Adesanya and Pfeiffer. So Pfeiffer, I mean. So I think this is just a change in the guard, man. You gotta, man. It's messed up to see when them bad boys go down. You know what I'm saying? Now this ain't our generation or anything like that, man. But you know, it is what it is, man. Mike Malott, let's talk about him, man. Bad boy from Ontario, Canada, man. Come from an athletic family. Little brother played for the Kings hockey. And Malott, you know, he's an MMA fighter, man. Does not fight at TriStar. TriStar is the same gym that, you know, the most famous Canadian gym where GSP come out of, Rory McDonald's comes out of. A lot of folks go up there and train with Ross Zahabi. So Malott, I was checking him out over the week, man, because I wanted to do some do my due diligence on him and do my background check on him, man. So he's lost 2 fights. So one fight he lost at featherweight. So he probably was dropping too much weight. Now, if we think he a welterweight right now and he's fighting 145, that's crazy. You feel me? Like that? That's crazy. And he looked like a natural welterweight. Like he looked like he should have always been a welterweight. Almost like Rumble Johnson, man, rest in heaven, was fighting 170 at welterweight. And then when you see him at light heavyweight, which was 2 weight classes higher than him, he looked natural. That's what Mike Malott looked like at his welterweight. He should. When I started watching him fight, when I watched his films, it's like he's always been a welterweight. So for him to hear that he lost to Dowdow at 145 is crazy. And then the only other fight that he lost was in the UFC to Neil Magny. He was beating Neil Magny for 2.5 rounds, bro. 2.5 rounds. 2.5 rounds. I mean, 2.5 rounds. Had a poor position on one of his takedowns. Magny ends up mounting him and getting on top of him, pause, and beating the brakes off of him and stopping him with 15 seconds remaining. No matter what else would have went on through that fight, if he would have stayed, you know, conscious or stayed in a smart way of defending himself, he would have won the fight. Even if, you know, Magny would have dominated that last little bit of fight, but he was winning the first half of that round. So not only was he won round 1, round 2, he was winning the majority of round 3 and ended up losing the fight. So that was the only fight he's lost in the UFC so far. So not to say too much, man, my money on Mike Malott tonight, proper.
Dang. And then after this, how close are we in with regard to title contention?
He got too many bad boys in front of him right now, bro.
Ooh, just keep
it's too many. It's too many. You got me. JDM just lost. He's up there. Morales Morales is the man right now. Who else we got? 170. Ian Gary, Joaquin Buckley, Kamaru Usman. It's just too many boys right now, man. Now, can he get one of them fights with one of them dudes? That would be nice to see him fight one of them dudes. Sean Brady and Joaquin Buckley, they about to fight soon. So they're fighting at that New Jersey card. So that's gonna be good. But he's in that contender phase, man. We trying to get him in the top 10 right now, bro. For real.
Okay.
So he's nowhere near title contention right now. Nowhere near title contention.
Yes, indeed. And you know me, I'm casual. So I love being the casual. So when I go up and down this card, man, there's nothing absolutely. I don't know anybody on the card. I don't even see anybody that I even potentially know. So I have definitely no problem taking the back seat. Karine Silva, though, she does spark my curiosity because she's Brazilian. How is she? Do you know?
I mean, she number 9. It's a top 10 fight. It's a top 10 fight right now. Yeah. I think I checked her out a couple of times, man. She all right, man. Just ain't nothing really grabbing me like that, man. Like no other fights really like that, man. I mean, they loaded it and they did what they're supposed to do. The fights in Winnipeg, so they loaded up with Canadians. So that's what they were supposed to do. But we'll see, man. I'll probably watch it. You know, it's my job to watch it, so I'll watch it. But don't understand how worth us really talking about like that right now.
Nah, nothing at all, man. But I want to watch Karine Silva because she had killer tattooed across her chest.
Okay.
And she Brazilian.
Okay.
And that's one of my favorite genres on Pornhub. So I'll probably literally be watching because she looked real familiar.
Possibly.
These is jokes, y'all. I'm just playing.
Possibly.
I'm just playing.
But maybe not.
Yeah. Unless you gonna do it. I'm just playing. Hey,
Unless you
man.
gonna do it, what's up?
Unless you gonna do it. All right, man. But it's NBA basketball playoffs. I'm about to showcase my casual. The New York Knicks play at 6. That's all I really care about, obviously. So I'm gonna tune in though and catch them. I'm also gonna be tuning in. So it's a lot of some boxing on too. You know how that go. But I'm definitely want to check out that fight. The main event with Burns versus Malott, man. I don't know about either of them, so I'm looking forward to learning. Definitely with regard to Malott, you know what I mean, coming up out of Canada. All right, bro. So we wanted to have some more conversations, of course. Salute to everybody that's tuning into the chat. Ain't nobody really talking. They just watching. I don't know why y'all just looking. You feel
so
me?
Look, bro. Let's go in before we leave that discussion. Mm-hmm. So Mike Malott could definitely take that 11 from Gilbert Burns. That's what we're looking at for him to move to that, moving within the top 15s. I don't even see a ranking by his name right now. So definitely moving to 11 right now. And 2 or 3 years from now, we might be talking about a future champion or something. But we talking about proper right now. So we good.
We good. We're proper. All right. So let's go on, man. One of the things we wanted to introduce to to this platform and we wanted to talk about, man, was some of the brothers that are on the rise. We want to give some love to some of the brothers, man, that are in the UFC, that are holding it down, because we know it's not really popular. You know what I mean? Most of the brothers who are in combat sports, of course, are boxers, you know what I mean? And they get a lot of love, a lot of airtime, so on and so forth. So, but there are brothers who are extremely talented, extremely gifted, extremely promising in the UFC. So we wanted to show them some love, man. So the guy, of course, in his fashion, has identified some brothers that we want to highlight and we want to show some love to, and eventually bring up on the platform, man, to interview and talk to him. Definitely want to get him some of this Punch Junkie love, man. And don't be surprised, if you see an issue of the magazine only featuring the brothers on the rise, but we'll see how that goes, man. So as far as your list, man, we're gonna walk through. We're gonna say these are not in any particular order. They're not in alphabetical order. They're not in order of importance. They're not in any particular order. But the guy has compiled his list. Who's first on your list, bro?
Let's do this before we do that. If you're all right with that, can we at least go over our history a little bit? Can we at least do a little history?
Yeah, you do the history for sure.
Got you. So we definitely want to show love to our former greats, man. The great AJ McKee, senior, the original AJ McKee. We talking about Rampage Jackson. We talking about Kevin Randleman. We talking about Maurice Smith. And as we move on, we talking about the great and the GOAT, John Jones, Anthony Rumble Johnson, Rashad Sugar Evans, Aljamain Sterling, who we got going on right now, Jamal Hill, light heavyweight champion, Tyron Woodley, former welterweight champion. So we got some brothers that have been doing their thing in MMA and UFC. The great Daniel Cormier. How dare I leave his name out of this conversation? With some of our guys,
Mighty Mouse, Demetrius Johnson.
Demetrius Johnson, Mighty Mouse, Hall of Famer this year. I see you.
Yeah.
I see you.
Yeah.
I see you. Demetrius Johnson, Hall of Famer this year. But I think what me and you were really doing with this brother on the rise thing, we trying to blow one of these brothers up. We want to see that crossover appeal to the urban community
early.
We want to see that. We want to get that boxing base in MMA, because there's a lot of boxing fans that undercover love MMA, but they just don't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? That's why that's why we doing the show right now, how we hooked it up. So let's go and talk about who we talking about. Who you got at first? Who did you have? I think we talking about Jacoby Smith.
Oh man, let's bring him up.
Okay,
let's bring him up. Salute to the young man, Jacoby Smith.
I think he's the one. I think he is the one, man. And if I'm not mistaken, he might actually be 13-0. Because I looked him because I had to do a lot of searching on him to get his record right. So let me look at it real quick to make sure I got his record right, man. It might be that 12-0. Okay, it might be 12-0, but to me, he is the one. The reason why, freak athlete, fighting at 170, which is probably his weight because he's about 5'10", but he's an All-American wrestler at Oklahoma State. You know who wrestled at Oklahoma State, right?
Who?
Daniel Cormier.
I was about to say Daniel Cormier.
And folks be slipping on brothers from Oklahoma. They some bad boys, man. Oklahoma got some bad brothers out there. Oklahoma got some boys. So, his last fight, we seen how cold Kevin Holland did his last fight against Randy Brown. Jacoby Smith called that boy out last fight, man. He said, where they MF at? Kevin Holland. So this is the one, bro. I think I could really see him being a future champion, man. He ended up beating a boy from Ohio his last fight. If I'm not mistaken, I think he might have knocked him out with a slam, bro. Like he knocked him out with a slam, or it was brutal the way he beat him down. But with his wrestling background, his improved striking, his athleticism, sky the limit for this dude right here. This the one right here.
Hey man, and the fight was at Harrow. Was that the dude from Ohio?
That boy from Harrow. That boy from Harrow. I think he might have been from Columbus. Maybe it really messed me up. You know what I'm saying?
Ohio versus everybody, but
I didn't like it.
Yeah, man. I just remember seeing him and my bits and pieces. You know, for me, I'm always 4-ounce sniper. What's up with your homie Caden? Salute to you. I'm always, you know, when I see athletes, and this is in any sport, I see athletes, and I always look for athletes who I can see playing different sports, right? So if it's a basketball player, I'm like, man, he play football too, bro. If it's a football player, like, man, he look like he run track too, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. And definitely when it comes to combat sports, I'm really bad about it because I see these athletes and I'm like, nah, that's a free safety right there, or nah, that's a linebacker, or nah, I could see him doing X, Y, and Z. And so it's incredible, man. But he is incredibly gifted athletically, man. And I think the kid is promising as well. And I can't wait to see more of him, bro. And really, truly, for me, as far as the brothers on the rise too, or what I would like to see is the same thing that I do with regard to boxers. If you've ever seen me interview boxers, if you haven't, man, go over to the archives and you can see plenty of interviews. But I just like to provide a platform where these dudes can be safe, they can be themselves, and they can have authentic conversation. You see what I'm saying? But authentic conversation from two dudes that are solid. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that, so I can't wait to have an authentic conversation with him, man, and give him an opportunity to just kind of introduce himself to a new fan base and reaffirm himself with his current fan base for sure. But I like Jacoby Smith, man. I like him a lot, bro. I like him a lot, man. And I appreciate you putting me on him too, for real, because I like him. I like dude.
Yeah, man. I just think what sold me, bro, was not only the style and listen to the commentators talk about him and his pedigree, but when he got on the mic, he sounded like one of us, and that's what really sold me. Like I need to put him on one of the brothers on the rise. He sounded like one of us, and we played sports years and years ago, man. So times have definitely changed, but the brothers that wrestled back in the day when we was in high school and college, like they wasn't hanging out with us, man. I'm gonna just leave it like that. You know what I'm saying? It didn't seem like us. He seemed like one of us. When he called out Kevin Holland and when he was talking on the mic after he won the fight, his last fight, I watched him fight. So I think this the one right here. I think he is the one.
For sure. So salute to him, man. If you see this, Jacoby, and I'm gonna make sure you see this because I'm gonna chop this up and send it to you. But when you see it, bro, it's us. You feel me? It's us. Don't be startled when we come in and we come and knocking, man. But salute to Jacoby Smith. All right, man, let's take him down. Boom.
Hey, bro. So one thing I want to say about him, and I know you take him down. The one thing I hope he does, I hope he sticks with his wrestling base. Because there's been a lot of great brothers who were great wrestlers, and once they start knocking niggas out, it seemed like they left their wrestling alone.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was one of the things that John Jones might have did the best of it. Even him in his light heavyweight days, it seemed like he started to leave the wrestling alone a little bit, which was so dominant for him. So I love that they develop as strikers, but I also want to see them still keep that wrestling because I still believe wrestling is king when it comes to MMA.
Isn't it but I've heard people refer to it as the cornerstone. Isn't it? Is it the cornerstone? Is it the base?
I would say so, man, because when you can do that, you can control the fight. And he would give our current welterweight champion hell because his wrestling is so strong. But he need a little bit more time. He need a little more seasoning. We don't want to throw him in there right now. Need a little more seasoning. But I just want him to keep his wrestling base.
Yeah. And see, I believe for me, and once again, this is me speaking casually. One of the things that I notice the stark difference between fighters who are comfortable on the ground and fighters who are not. And the fighters who can actually wrestle are the ones that are more comfortable on the ground. You understand what I'm saying? And not just wrestle, also, of course, the jiu-jitsu. But
yes. Grappling.
Yeah, being able to grapple. But I also understand that there's a huge difference of fighters who are literally comfortable on the ground, or wrestlers who are more comfortable on the ground than fighters who are primarily strikers. You know what I mean? Which is a huge reason why we don't see a whole lot of crossover the from boxers crossing over into MMA because of that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because boxers get over there and it's dangerous and it's exciting while they're on feet. But the minute they get to the ground, it's pretty much over with, which is
Fish out of water.
Yeah. And some of the greatest strikers I think that we've possibly ever seen, definitely exciting, especially in the social media era. You see them dudes and it's like when they get on the ground, like it's over. Like, for instance, I know I was geeked when Kimbo Slice finally got a shot. You know what I mean? I was geeked. And then what I saw was when he get on the
Roy
ground.
Nelson put that boy on the ground. Big country.
Yeah,
big country.
Put him on the ground, put that belly on him, and it was over with. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, but that I think that wrestling background is pinnacle just from a casual point of view. The brothers is definitely coming in. 4-ounce Sniper said Elijah Smith too. I'm rooting for both of them. Of course.
Got you, bro.
Yeah, we.
4-ounce, you got to go ahead and send us a little more information on him. No, we'll look him up to definitely bring him up on the show. So definitely, man. So we appreciate you. I'm glad you're on the show, brother. Glad to see you. Always supporting. Cash Money is the Army. Better yet, the Navy, nigga.
Salute to Cash. Salute to Justin Cash.
Yes, sir. I was waiting for you, my brother. Good to see you, man. Good to see y'all too.
Yes, indeed.
And everybody else in here.
Mm-hmm. So we so hold on, man. I'm tweaking.
And June, the hard thing, June, about Jacoby Smith, though, man, with the brothers, man, the athleticism just natural is so gifted. So when they learn how to strike, it's so explosive. Yeah. It's hard to it's intoxicating to knock a nigga out. You know what I'm saying? But you got to keep wrestling.
I'm sorry, man, but you know who I used to be super excited about?
Who?
Tyron Woodley, bro.
But he left his wrestling. Once he started knocking niggas out, he left his wrestling.
Yeah, he left the base, man. He left the base. You feel me? Soon as he left his base. What's up, nephews? Soon as he left his base. Soon as he left the base, man, it was over. But he was so exciting because he was so explosive and so athletic, bro. And that's an example of, like we talk about, fighters who, because what happens, because I look at it like boxing, and I don't want to get long-winded on this, man, but I think this is important. Like I look at it like boxing, for instance, right? You get fighters who we call it getting caught between styles. You feel me? So like you have a base of, like, when you had Wilder is just a downright just explosive killing machine. He is a seek and destroy. Like the most dominant I've seen Wilder is like the Dominique Brazil knockout when Breland had him on sticking to the jab, and then it was a 1-2. Once you started factoring in when different like he got Malik, my brother Malik Scott coming in, and they start working on boxing, they caused him to think more. So he got caught between styles. We see fighters a lot of times get caught between styles. You see what I'm saying? I look at it the same way. So back to the original point, I hope he keeps Jacoby Smith keeps his wrestling base, man. That's what I want. I want him to keep his wrestling base, like you said, man. Because I saw Woodley get caught between styles, bro.
And man, the one person I could think of that kept his, that, like, I remember him starting off as a striker first, but later on in his career became like an extraordinary wrestler and grappler, and pretty much dominated that way here on out, was GSP.
GSP, yeah.
When I first see GSP at first, before he became champion, man, he was doing the Superman punches. He had the crazy jab that he learned from, he got that from working with Freddie Roach a little bit. Had the spinning wheel kicks and all the kicks back in the day. And he fell in love with that wrestling, man. And that's when he really started dominating everybody. He wasn't even a fight no more. And so I just hope Jacoby Smith keeps his wrestling background and do not lose it like Tyron Woodley did, man. I feel like that's what sort of messed T Wood up, man, when he stopped wrestling, man, because you know that from what they say, when you're in that wrestling room, you got to keep doing it over and over and over again. And once you lose it, it's hard to get that stuff back, man. That chain wrestling is what's so great. And Khabib, he made plenty of bread off of it. Islam is making a lot of bread off of it right now. And even Ilia Topuria, they say he's a great wrestler, but he's such an extraordinary boxer. We'll talk about him later. Let's go. Let's keep moving, my brother. My bad. I don't even want to go on a tangent right now.
All right, man. So hold on. Let me see. So we got, all right. And today, let me think. Boom, boom. Let me see if we can just change it here, see if it works. Boom. All right. So who we got second? Can you hear me?
Let me see. Oh yeah, we got Malcolm Wellmaker next up, right? I was looking in the chat right now, making sure we didn't miss nobody, man.
No, we good. I got the chat. Yeah, we good.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So we got Malcolm Wellmaker, man. Come on, give it to us, bro. What's up with bro?
This was my man.
Yeah.
This was my man. I said he fought in Atlanta about a couple years ago, man. He asked, hey, bro, he fought in Ohio.
Oh well.
He fought in the regional circuit. He fought in the regional circuit in Ohio, bro. He fought this boy from Cincinnati, man, and he was the underdog in that fight. And he ended up winning, but the old boy was getting him a nice little fight in the first round. But he actually fought in Ohio before he made it to the big stage. He got his contract off Dana White Contender Series, so we're gonna definitely have to start talking about those this summer when those pop up, man, because that's where the stars is coming from now. We got a lot of champions from the Contender Series right now. Okay, I like that Cash Money. Buckley already in there, bro. So we know about him definitely. I seen Joaquin Buckley with Kamaru Usman, so definitely got love for him. He's still young and still doing his thing. We try to get the ones that ain't had that main card spot yet. Main card spot. So Buckley, yeah, definitely doing his thing. Malcolm, bro. Let's get back to Malcolm.
Yeah, get back to Malcolm.
Bro, Malcolm came out, Malcolm from Atlanta. He came out in Atlanta with that ole do it, ole do it, ole do it. He jumped up and down, bouncing and everything up in that bug. You know what I'm saying? Ole do it. So then got out there and knocked the boy out. Ole do it, ole do it. Knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh yeah, this is my man. I think he ended up getting a couple of $50,000 bonuses, man. Like the UFC was moving him, man. They were moving him up. And he hit a roadblock, man. Hit a roadblock. He had ended up fighting. He had a couple fight changes in the fight. Ewing. Ewing is a bad boy. Ewing is out of Alpha Male with Uriah Faber and them boys. So they brought Ewing in on a short-term fight. And as much as we talk about that weight cut, it's bad for some people, but other people need it for the discipline aspect of it. And I think Malcolm thought he was gonna get that boy out of there fast. And the worst thing you do in a fight is when the fight go longer than what you thought it was gonna go. Yeah. That's the worst thing when you're in a fight, when the fight go longer than what you thought it was. So they end up fighting that fight at 145, which is really not his weight. His weight is 135. And I just think that's a roadblock. We not jumping off this bandwagon at all. Not at all, man.
Yeah. Man, I as far as for me, man, I look for, like you said, people who are willing to be authentically themselves, because that's one of the things that I know that I've seen in the sport, casually speaking, is the fighters have to code switch, you know what I'm saying, and they have to do things to basically fit in, not offset the apple cart and so on and so forth. So I think Malcolm is one of them kids, man. I think he's gonna be committed to being who he is, you know what I'm saying, and I just think he's gonna be able to get better. You know what I'm saying, and be better and find his footing. And like you said, I think he had that roadblock, but I think we're gonna be right back at it, man. My problem, I will say I do want to see more though, because that fight was in November. You know what I'm saying? So I do want to see more. So I can't wait to see him again. Hopefully he shows up on one of these cards soon.
Well, he did like 2 or 3 fights, bro, in a row. So he was rolling. He was working. Hey, 4 ounce in cash. I need y'all to answer this Cash Money. Just in case, I need y'all to answer this question for me though. Does he need to leave that team? I hate to say it. I don't want to be the one to mess up a happy home, but he's local. It's Augusta. It's not like it's Florida. It's not like it's New Mexico with Winklejohn and them, or American Top Team and Killcliff, or Texas that got a bunch of fighters, or he not in Vegas where they got a bunch of different teams. So 4 ounce, I feel the same way, man. But the Fragley team, I know them as people. Like I know that's his family, man. But you doing the same sparring partners every day, coach. I don't know. I don't want to see him leave. I mean, I don't know, man. That's a question. I was thinking about that, June. When I'll be watching his blog and looking at the gym and seeing how much he's helping to support the gym. As talented as he is, do we got to go?
He does, man. Like okay. I'm gonna be the one to say it. And me again, casually. It's no different for me than when fighters, from the boxing standpoint, right? Like you start off and you have fighters who can get you so far. Like you have your amateur coaches and shit like that get you so far, but then you get to a point where it's time to cross over. You got to go. Like you have to go. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're gonna, when you start crossing over and you move from prospect to contender, the natural progression is to cross over from contender to champion, right? So you
Okay.
have to have a trainer who can get you there, who can get you there and sustain it. You understand what I'm
Okay.
saying? Now the sport, and we're talking two different sports, but boxing, there's so many titles, you can get one. You understand what I'm saying? UFC is not like that. MMA is not like that. So you have to cross over and get to your next level, man. You know what I'm saying? And then these
Okay.
fighters like that like these combat sports, bro, you have to be in a position where you can literally be selfish. And when I say that, what I mean is you have to be able to concentrate on yourself. You have to be in tune with your star player. You can't be in a position where you got to support this and you still got to support that and you still got to do all these things. Like, no, it's time to go out and get it and come back with it. You feel me? And in order to go get it, like sometimes you have to go out and go get it. You know what I mean? Now, I don't have, like, for me, I don't have problems with these fighters who have to leave and go out. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it, bro. You know what I mean? When you have prodigies or pro athletes in any sport, a lot of the times, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna have to leave their hometown. You feel me? They're gonna have to leave and go out and get it. My problem is when they leave and they break ties with the home and they don't come back and support. You
Okay.
understand what I'm saying? He needs to do trainings. He needs to do stuff outside his camp. He needs to travel. He needs to see what else is out there. You know what I mean? And that's just, I mean, it's just the truth because you're gonna be limited.
And they even said they made a mistake because it's like I said, his trainers is his managers too. So they even admitted they sort of made a mistake with going with Ewing. I don't know if he forced the fight and saying because he wanted to stay on the card to fight, or somebody didn't know. But I think somebody knew that Ewing was a bad boy, and that probably wasn't a good matchup at the time. And let him go ahead and take that fight, which ain't gonna hurt. This is MMA. One loss don't mess you up in MMA. Like you still good. That one looked real good down the road. So I think he need to move on. I see our people; they said the same thing. They think he need to move on, get some more looks, and go somewhere, go other places. So that's what I think about him, man. But I'm still on look at him for being one of the top 135 fighters for years to come.
And Frown said he needs to do training camps outside his gym once he fights guys in the top 25. Yeah. So you're saying not until he fights guys in the top 25.
That loss probably is the one. That loss, I hate to say it, but sometimes you do got to change. The loss is a learning lesson, so maybe the lesson is you may need to make that move now.
Yeah, you gotta make it. I think it's like you gotta realize. I don't know, but like I see, and once again, you know, it's different sport, different situations, but you see a lot of fighters with regard to boxing, they move around as amateurs. You feel me? Like they're moving all over the place. They're going over here getting work, going over there getting work. It's motherfuckers that get in the van and travel. You understand what I'm saying? I was listening to my brother Valiant Mason, the Mason brothers' father, and he was saying they would get in the van and drive to Atlanta from Cleveland to go work, then go to Maryland to go work, go to Indiana or Detroit to go work. You know what I'm saying? So I think you got to do it earlier. You know what I'm saying? And respect
And he
to the
got to
team.
go. He got to go now too. He got to do it now because he's not as young as he looks. He's not that. He's like 31, 32 years old.
Yeah,
so the time is now. Like his prime, and he fights at the lightweights too. Yeah. So his prime is the next 4 to 5 years, man. He got to do it now.
He got to do it now, man. He got to go build. Got to go get it. Got to go get it. You know what I'm saying? Got to go get it. And that's the thing. You know, we be our loyalty, bro, is unparalleled. You know what I'm saying? And in a lot of instances, it's to our downfall. But nah, he might got to go get it, bro. And that's just the fact, bro. He might got to go get it. Golly, man. That's because it's going to seem like when people get, it seems like they're not solid. It seems like they on some other shit, you know what I mean? Or whatever the case may be. But the fact is, and this is my message to all athletes, man. Like this is a window. This is a short window. Like you got a very short time frame to make this do what it do. You understand what I'm saying? And it's gonna be over, and it's really a flash in the pan. You feel me? Like it's really like if life is a flash in the pan, your athletic career, man, is a flash. You got a very, 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 very short window to make something shake. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to take advantage, full advantage. Yeah. Justin Cash said the MMA lab would be good for him. He think.
I just texted him. I just hit him in the chat and said you're right. So yeah, we he one of the ones though. He one of the ones.
Yeah. So salute to them too, man. Salute to them too, man, brothers. That's the first, installment of our Brothers on the Rise, man. So salute, man. So now, casually, this is where the casual conversation comes in, man. You've been doing a whole lot of hardcore talk. You've been getting your shine on. But I saw that Ronda Rousey about to come back. Yeah, talk to me about the return of Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Well, you know me, you've been talking off this behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And we feel our certain ways about this card coming out, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nice. It's on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Am I excited to watch it? Yes, I am.
Okay.
Because I like nostalgia.
Okay.
I like nostalgia. But in all actuality, man, I ain't trying to watch nobody that went to high school at the same time as me do no sports, man.
You a lot. That's not true. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Go ahead.
Are you excited to see Floyd fight Pacquiao?
No, but I'm gonna watch it.
So you trying to see it then?
No, it's just something I gotta do.
Got to.
Yeah, it's just something I gotta do.
Got it. Why?
I don't even know. I can't even explain why, but I gotta do it. It's like I gotta do it. I got to. I'm not excited about it.
You're trying to see it though, bro.
But I'm gonna see it.
You're trying to see it. You're trying to
like you tell me Ilya Topuria and Islam is fighting. I'm excited. I'm waiting all night to watch that.
That's fine, bro. That's fine.
Bro,
what you said, bro. Go ahead.
Let me run down the main card, bro. Let me run down the ages, okay, bro? Let me run down the ages, okay, bro? Okay. Because I know you like MVP, dog. I know you mess with MVP, bro.
I mess with MVP.
Okay.
I mess with MVP.
Okay. Now listen, bro. I seen this movie before.
Mm-hmm.
Recycling UFC fighters trying to build your name.
Mm-hmm.
It don't work. And especially not when, now check this out. I ain't got a problem seeing somebody with no age on them that's doing what they doing, okay? Mm-hmm. Bron ain't stopped playing basketball.
Okay.
So I ain't got no problem watching Bron do what he do. You know what I'm saying? But when me and you went to high school together and you didn't stop doing something for 4 to 5 years, man, I don't see how it's going to work like that, man. Let me give you the ages. You ready?
Yeah.
Let me give you the ages, okay?
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey, 39.
Mm-hmm.
Gina Serrano, 42.
Mm-hmm.
Francis Ngannou, 39, will be 40 this year. And he's from Africa, so we don't know how old that nigga really is, man.
That's bullshit.
Huh?
That's that bullshit.
Hey, you know how old we are, right?
Yeah.
That nigga ain't that many years younger than us, okay? It's not happening, bro. He was in school. He was in high school the same time we was or should have been.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, we can go to agree, bro. I ain't arguing.
Can I get an amen?
Amen, bro. Amen.
Thank you.
Amen,
4 Ounce City right with me. 4 Ounce City right with me.
Yeah.
Lala D said she's like nostalgia.
All three you, Lala D, and 4 Ounce Sniper full of shit, man. Go ahead.
I ain't done yet, bro.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
So Francis Ngannou allegedly is 39 years old. Bro, there's nobody that would see me and Francis Ngannou side by side and say that nigga is younger than me. Nobody.
Man, come on, bro, man.
Nobody.
Get off Francis, man. Get off Francis, bro. Come on,
bruh.
Let him live, man.
Justin Cash, can I get a witness?
He got that old man haircut too, bro. There ain't no way that man. 43, man. 44. Ain't no way, bro. Francis Ngannou got that. He got that low top fade, like dude from
Justin Cash. That's his age in dog years.
Yeah, bro. For real, that's his man. Ain't no way, bro.
My goodness.
Yeah, ain't no way, bro. Francis Ngannou about 48, bro.
Okay, so look, I thought the nigga he was. They clowning now. They clowning now, June. They clowning now, June. June, I got something started, June.
Older than y'all, low key.
June, I
Man.
shouldn't have started June. I should have started June.
Nah, bro, that's what I'm saying, man.
Okay, June. Felipe Lentz, June.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was young. I was thinking the young nigga Francis Ngannou fighting, right?
Mm-hmm.
This nigga's 40. Nate Diaz, 41.
Must see TV.
Mike Perry, the baby of the group, 34 years old.
They gonna bang.
Okay, now let's go off the age thing. Let's get off the age thing, right?
Okay.
Ronda Rousey stopped twice during her last 2 MMA fights.
Okay.
Ugly loss to Holly Holm,
Mm-hmm.
and an even uglier loss to Amanda Nunes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
WWE, we love it. Gina Serrano. Gina was fighting on VHS tapes, okay? Huh? You go watch Gina Serrano's fights on Blockbuster tapes, okay, man? She got beat up by Cyborg. Cyborg sent her to acting, straight up. Francis is the only one on this list. We were saying when he left the UFC, he's this best fighter in his division. But his luster got taken off of him when he got starched by Anthony Joshua in the boxing match. Nate is must-see TV, but come on now, man. Nate didn't look good in his last UFC fight, man. Platinum Mike Perry. Mike is reinvented himself and got more famous in bare knuckle boxing. That's what he been crazy in. He been a star in bare knuckle boxing. But even in MMA, Mike was so-so. So go ahead, bro. Because I know you excited about this. You geek about it.
Yeah. Because because first of all, man, first and foremost, shout out to MVP Promotions, man, for putting together this stellar card, man. Salute to Jake Paul is a genius. And Jake Paul, not just Jake Paul and the entire team. Jake Paul is the face. Go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna let you work. I'm gonna let you rock. Okay, I'm gonna let you rock. Got much love for what Jake Paul is doing for boxing, and I see where Jake Paul going with this. Okay, he's brilliant, genius, and everything like that, right? Nigga, he might as well go ahead and start a league for us and start playing football again. If this is what he gonna go do.
It might be coming, bro. It might be coming, bro. Because it's a whole it might be. You feel me? It might be, bro. It might be. Damn sure it should be basket. He gonna start a basketball league. You know what I'm saying? To rival the big three. But anyway, man, shout out to Jake Paul. It's a genius. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because you're saying it's not gonna work because you've seen it before, so on and so forth. This is what I'm gonna say. You're saying it's not gonna work, bro. And I'm gonna tell you, and you ain't thought about this, which is why we have to have these conversations. So I got to give you some news you can use. You know why it will work? Because it's already worked, bro. It's already worked. What was MVP built upon? MVP was built upon what?
Jake Paul's popularity.
No, it was built upon Jake Paul's popularity ushered him into the sport, but it was built upon him fighting who? Who was he fighting?
Former MMA fighters.
Yeah.
But they're doing MMA, bro, and not against him.
Listen to me though.
Go ahead.
It's already built because he was fighting MMA fighters who wasn't even boxers, bro, and bringing them over into the realm of boxing, bro, and built something colossal. And then he was able to take that and move into boxing promotions. You feel me? And now it's built up to the place where it's must-see TV because he's having world title fights that are being promoted by MVP Promotions. He has ushered a deal with Netflix. He has ushered now a deal with ESPN, bro. We just watched the championship fights last night, 2 of them on ESPN, bro. ESPN is not even working with Top Rank Boxing, who is one of the oldest promotional entities in the sport of boxing, bro. This shit is going to work, bro. It's going to work.
Strikeforce had to deal with Showtime.
Strikeforce is not MVP Promotions. Strikeforce did not have a body of work that was consistent with what MVP Promotions is. Strikeforce was coming in because they were trying to offer an alternative to something that was already sold up, which was the UFC model, correct? So they were trying to offer a model, but they were in the same vein. This ain't the same vein. This is something totally different. Now, what they're going to be able to do and what you're going to see is you're going to see them using these fighters who are older and recycled, but have names and so on and so forth. And they're going to sell, and watch the numbers. Watch these numbers, bro. Why everybody quiet? All y'all quiet in the chat now. Don't get quiet now. Don't get quiet now. Y'all come on in here. Don't get quiet now. Watch the numbers, bro. Watch the numbers. Jake Paul fought Mike Tyson, bro. Mike Tyson was in high school in the 80s, bro. Mike Tyson was in high school when we was in shit. Not even in Ellison. We might not even been in school. Lala D said, sorry, it's over my head. It ain't over your head. It's simple, bro. He's going to use and leverage their star power. They're use and leverage their following. And Ronda Rousey is going to be crazy because she has not only the MMA and UFC star power, but she dibbled and dabbled in WWE and is going to bring that over into this, bro. And it's going to be colossal because these people, at the end of the day, these people who write these checks and cut these deals, all they care about is viewership. That's all they care about. This is going, and this is not, you can't compare this to anything that any of these other entities have ever attempted to do because they don't have the same model. It's not the same. And you can't, and if you really think about it, like I said, you can't say it's not going to work because it's already worked, bro. You feel me? And what they're going to do, watch this money that goes to watch all of these fighters and watch them have their highest paydays they've ever had. And when they have the highest paydays, we talk about people who are virtually legends in the sport, and they're going to get their highest payday that they ever had working with Jake Paul.
What is that good for? Is that good for business though, bro? Is that good for business though?
Money.
And I think, and guess what? I love to see the fighters should get the money, but is it good for business? Is that why PBC is struggling because they pay people too much money to start off? So
PBC struggled because it's a Ponzi scheme.
Okay.
PBC was a glorified Ponzi scheme.
And check this out. This is what I don't want to do. This is what I do not want
respectfully,
to do.
Allegedly.
I don't want to mess up our promotion for nobody, okay?
Right.
Because if MVP come and throw that sponsorship to Casually Hardcore, we rocking with them. You hear me?
Nah, we rocking with the truth, bro. We ain't gonna say that, bro. We ain't gonna say that because we got integrity. We got code.
We do got integrity, but guess what? You put that you sponsor this thing, and you get some good fights on here. We gonna be good, but at the same time, though, I need to see. He's a brother on the rise right now. Okay, okay, but he fights in PFL. AJ McKee.
He should be talking to. Okay,
AJ McKee. AJ McKee. So. AJ McKee is the one fighter outside of the UFC right now who I'm thinking I want to see him in the UFC because I think he's one of the top lightweights in MMA. So I think MVP is going to have to do that. Like the young boy that fought last night in the last prelim, the Olympian boy, boxer, 135 pounder. He gonna roll. He gonna do some work for Jake Paul. What Jake Paul and them doing for women's boxing is amazing. Like they got everything. Like he can literally give us the Amanda Serrano and Alicia Baumgartner fight ASAP. Right. He can put it together like that, and I want to watch that.
Right.
Okay. So I see what he's doing, bro. But this can't be it right here with these old folks.
But this is not it though. You understand what I'm saying?
This ain't pickleball.
No, this ain't it. But listen to me, right? Okay. How many of these these MVP promotion cards that you're seeing now, right? The boxing cards. How many UFC fight? How many retired UFC fighters have you seen on a card?
It's a bunch, bro.
No, I'm talking about recently. You ain't seen that shit in about 3 years. You ain't seen since who was the last one when he fought Woodley the second time, or was it Anderson Silva he fought? Whichever one they fought last. That's like the last. It's like the last one you seen.
But bro, you got to think about he went to the extreme though to get us excited again after the Tyson fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't really want to see. He was talking about fighting Tank, and he had to fight Anthony Joshua. Like, he had to put his life on the line to fight them two because we were tired of seeing that.
Right. But
because he seen the numbers going down.
No.
Go ahead.
No. He did that because it was good for business. Because that was going to tweak the algorithms, and that was going to get the money, and also that was going to put MVP Promotions into a different stratosphere, which it did. Those numbers have that Mike Tyson, the Anthony Joshua, what would have been the Tank Davis, that would have put MVP Promotions into a different stratosphere. And I'm trying to tell you, to be honest with you, if Tank Davis had fought him, Tank Davis would have then signed to MVP Promotions, which brings me to where I'm going with this. Where I'm going with this is these MMA fighters, this is not going to be it, because slowly but surely you're going to see more fighters trickle into what MVP Promotions is doing. Let me ask you a real question. Was John Jones just trying to get out of his UFC contract?
You know I love John Jones, man, but John Jones always trying to get out of something, dog. But yes, answer your question. Yes, he was.
So where was he going?
He would go to MVP, and that would be the last fight I would ever want to see him fight. No, turn back around. Turn back around. I want to see Jacoby Smith fight for the next 5 to 10 years.
That's fine.
John Jones, the last fight I want to see John Jones fight is him and Francis Ngannou fight, and I want to see him right off into the sunset.
So what do you think MVP Promotions was working on?
Getting that deal done, right?
So you can't. So you see what I'm saying? So it's got to be rolled out of levels, because they were trying to do that coming out the gate, and they ain't even got their feet wet. You see what I'm saying? So in order for them to get their feet wet in MMA, they got to get their feet wet with somebody. So why not be getting your feet wet with these established fighters who are going to come in and they're going to make colossal amounts of money, and it's not going to impact and not going to hurt their bottom line? You see what I'm saying? It is a. I know that this ain't it with seeing these fighters and for as a hardcore, right? You don't want to see this, and I get it, but it's the same with boxing, because hardcore boxing fans, we get fucked over all the time. We don't get to see any of the fights that we want to see. We get tired of seeing the same recycled shit. We get tired of the bullshit storyline, so on and so forth, right? So I get it as a hardcore, but what I'm saying is that the fights and this card that they're putting on has a ridiculous appeal to casual fans of mixed martial arts. It is also going to have a ridiculous appeal to casual fans of boxing and casual fans of sports and entertainment. And ultimately, it is going to have a ridiculous appeal for people who actually follow Jake Paul and have been following Jake Paul since he was a 14-year-old kid running around Northeast Ohio, bro. It's going to work. And what's going to happen is you're going to eventually see world championship class mixed martial art MMA fighters make their way to MVP Promotions, just like we've seen world-class championship fighters, boxers, move their way to MVP Promotions. Period, point blank, end of discussion, bro. Now, the things that, like saying that we've seen it before and it's not going to work, we've never seen it before, because these motherfuckers got money.
Well, let's say this. I'm not saying it ain't going to work. I need to see something a little different after this, man.
You need to see what you want to see.
What's going to be the next card? Like, this is exciting for the first one. Yeah, everybody, the nostalgia with Cejudo and Rousey fight each other. That was a fight that we always wanted to see.
There we go.
But I wanted to see it 10 years ago.
Come on.
I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, but so here's my question though. Here's my question. Is this a one-hit wonder?
Okay, we're gonna see. So let me ask you a question. Right? Riddle me this, Batman.
Go ahead.
How long did we wait on Pacquiao versus Mayweather?
Too long, but they were still whooping ass.
We waited too long for it. We waited.
They were still whooping ass.
We waited at least 5 years, but that by the time we got it, that fight was about 10 years overdue, right?
But can you work with me? They were still whooping ass, though.
I got it, but listen to me. We didn't want to see it. Those of us who were casually hardcore fans, not casually hardcore, the hardcore boxing fans was like, man, this is beyond its prime. We seen it, and they looked at when they got in there. That fight ultimately was horrible. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, because you were here watching it with me.
You right.
You feel me? So we know what it was with that fight. But that fight is still the biggest grossing pay-per-view fight in the history of the sport of boxing, if I ain't mistaken.
But I got you. But what he do the next fight when he fought Berto, it wasn't the same thing. You see what I'm saying? So like I said, this first Netflix.
He didn't fight Berto next. He didn't fight Berto next.
You sure Mayweather didn't fight Berto next? That was the last fight Berto, wasn't it?
No. Didn't he fight Conor McGregor after that?
No, he fought Conor after Berto, right? For 50? He fought Conor for 50.
Mm-hmm.
So that he fought Berto for 49.
Okay, you're right.
49.
You're right.
Okay, we good on that?
Yeah, I think so.
You want a few people got a memory to rivals mine.
Yeah. Yep. You're right. It was Pacquiao, then Berto, which dud it, and it was a fight he could have did without. Then he fought Conor McGregor for 50. And now he about to fight Manny Pacquiao. He about to sacrifice his because he broke in September.
You with me right now?
I'm with you
on that part. So, but listen, what I'm saying again. They both were still whooping everybody's ass. Was the Bud fight and Errol Spence fight too late? Yes, probably. But they both were still whooping everybody's ass up until that fight.
We can't compare them two though. Them you can't compare them two.
You want to say the Pacquiao Mayweather, right?
Yeah, because them dudes was 40 when they fought.
So what I'm a man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what I was saying is this. Everybody I named you on that card, bro, the problem I have with it as a hardcore MMA fan is they always getting their asses whooped. Right. Except for Francis Ngannou.
Right. But then you just sat here and talked about the nostalgia of it and the fights that we wanted to see. And then you admitted that you're going to be watching it.
I'm going to watch it.
And at the end of the day, this is all I'm saying, bro.
Let me say this, though. Can I say this, bro? My bad for cutting you off. My bad for stepping on your line. Can I say this, though? It might be play, but I might be asleep.
We sleep at regular ones. We old. We sleep regular. You can't run that on me, bro. Like, I really know. Like, that sound good, bro. Talk to these people in the chat. We old, bro. You feel me? Hey, man. Salute to the Royal Report. My brother I fella in the building. He said Francis versus Jones is still MMA's biggest fight, and we gonna get it, and it's gonna be on MVP Promotions. Watch what I tell you. And y'all everybody come back, man, and just I don't know, send a cash app for $1 or something. Everybody come back and let me know that I'm the man. Bro, we gonna watch the fight, bro. So I hear all that. I don't want to see this, and I ain't trying to see these people do this and see that. We gonna watch that in September. We gonna watch Mayweather versus Pacquiao too. You understand what I'm saying? We watch it like we watched Tyson versus Roy Jones. Tyson versus Roy Jones did stupid numbers. You feel me? That fight is 25 years past its prime, and we still did it, and it still outsold all of these modern fighters that are fighting and doing pay-per-views, bro. Like, at the end of the day, man, this is just real. The reality of this situation is that MVP Promotions is doing something that's never been done before, and it there's a good chance it won't work. There's a better chance that it's going to work because it's already worked, bro. He has built a company on out of work combat sports athletes, bro.
He has with his popularity
and with his business model. So you see what I'm saying? See, we can't do that, bro. We can't take away from it. It's more than popularity, bro. It's a lot of popular people who are now getting their private jets repossessed, right, who are now having tax liens. You feel me? And right, they have tax liens on their properties. A lot of popular people are not able to sell pay-per-views. They're not able to matriculate their popularity or their likes or their shares or their subscriptions to money. So it's the business model. We cannot move away from the vision and the business model and the work. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just that. I think at the end of the day, and it's going to the other thing that I failed to mention is that something that we've been calling for that we have not gotten, and that is for the UFC to actually have a rival, to have a formidable foe, to have a formidable rival.
Who asked for that? I'm not asking for the NBA to have a rival.
The NBA ain't the UFC, bro.
I ain't asking the NFL to have a rival.
So nobody's. And once again, I'm not saying you. People aren't asking for the UFC to have a rival. When they hear about how much the fighters be getting paid,
Okay.
they ain't saying, man, it need to be something else. People don't have a problem with Dana White being the end all be all of the UFC. No respect, no disrespect to the UFC, but people are asking for something to be challenged to that motto. Even the fighters.
Hey, we gonna see, man. We gonna definitely see. Right now, the UFC is it right now, man.
Yeah,
it is it right now.
Right. That means I'm right. When you
I'm
do
not.
That,
I ain't saying that you're right. I haven't heard it like that, man. For a rival, I'm hearing more changes, just like the NBA when they had to up the pay of the players and everything like that. We had the contract negotiations. They had a strike, just like the NFL. They had to have a strike for the players to get the money that they needed to get. We was never looking for a new league, and that's what the fighters gonna have to do to get that together.
Mm-hmm.
What's that last thing Lala D said, man? We over an hour now, dog.
Oh, yeah, we got to go, man. We got to go. The Knicks getting ready to play, bro. Knicks getting ready to play. She says, I hear so many older blacks, Latinos, and whites say they love boxing until like the 90s. Some even say the 80s. So they like hearing names like Roy Jones Jr., et cetera, and Tyson, et cetera. Yeah, I think she might be, because I was talking about the popularity of the fighters or whatnot. I get that. But also I do know that them old folks ain't buying these pay-per-views. I know them old folks ain't buying them pay-per-views. Them numbers tweak because it's the market is there for it. But anyway, man, we gonna see how this works as far as that Serrano card, you know what I mean, or whatever. And not Serrano. I'm sorry. Ronda Rousey and Serrano. You know, I'm excited about the card just because it's MMA, and I'm excited to see what the product and the end product is gonna be. But at the end of the day, man, I'm telling you, it's a chance it might not work, but it's also a chance it's going to work. So I'm going to tell you what we're going to do, though.
What's that?
We're going to apply for them credentials.
Yeah. We're going to apply for them credentials, no doubt. We're going to apply for them credentials. And we'll take a Netflix sponsorship, too.
Lala D said, great chat. You guys make a great show. Thanks, Lala D. Salute.
Appreciate that, Lala D.
Hey, man, let's get out of here, man. We got to go, man.
They get to hear what we talk about on the phone.
Yeah, nah, they can't hear. They can't, nah, bro.
they can't hear all that, can they?
Nah, bro. You gonna
but look, man. So we'll if it's good with you, just for the folks, we probably won't be back until Aljamain Sterling, but next Thursday.
Yeah, is that the Sterling's that
Sterling next week? So we'll talk about proper Mike Malott, and we may do just a quick a short over the Malott and Burns thing and send that out to you guys. But we'll be back probably next Thursday, you thinking?
Yeah, we'll be
back. We got a big recap this week.
Nah, we usually do, and we missed this week, but we usually do Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. is the time slot we're trying to do this. But you know, ultimately life happens. You know what I'm saying? The guy is busy. He's the greatest never mind. Now he's the greatest PK through 12 educator in the world. You know what I'm saying? So you know, life happens, and then I'm out here just being a real to life, true to life black superhero. So we'll try to get here. If not, you know, it'll be up. But this content will be. I know y'all be looking for it after it goes up, especially those of y'all who are tuning in to the Junior the Truth channel. This comes down off the Junior the Truth channel, but it is available over on the Punch Junkie, which is where everything will be housed on the Punch Junkie. And we're going to stop going live on the Junior the Truth channel because I want y'all to make the pilgrimage over to the Punch Junkie channel. But go over to the Punch Junkie YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe and hit the bell icon, man, so you can be notified. Also, go visit www.punchjunkie.com, the last place in the world for real, we'll just say fight fans, period. But salute to you all, man. Man, anything you got for the folks before we get out of here, bro?
Yeah, my bad, bro. Last thing, no, Justin Cash asked us a question. We didn't get to answer that last week about Alberg.
Okay.
I don't know about that injury because he said somebody being 35 years old and coming off injury. So we still have not got a diagnosis about how serious that injury is. So that's going to be a great question. Will he come back the same after that injury, being a little older, being north of 35 years old? So we'll see. What's up, Tay-Tay?
Right. Salute to sweet Tay-Tay in the building. What's up with you, girl? But salute to y'all, man. Thank y'all so much, man. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all, man. And we're going to catch you all soon, man.